Welcome back to making this floating top table. We are getting a long ways on here. So far we've done the top, we've learned how to mirror the supports, we've learned how to make and pattern the aprons. Our last part that we have to make are the legs. So we're going to start out by turning that top back off so we can see what's going on for our legs. And we are going to go on to leg 1, and I'm just going to have the little radio button. Now everything else is kind of hidden. Again, critical piece right now to make this work. So the leg, if I take a look at the leg over here, I can see that the leg is 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches material total, and it's 23 inches long. We're going to learn a little bit different. We're going to draw this 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches right at the top, and that'll be this line right here. Then we're going to extrude up 3/8 and extrude down this 22 5/8. 22 5/8 is the critical one there. So I'm going to come back over to my top. I'm going to use my pre-highlight skill that I learned before, which is I'm going to click the top of this apron here. Get one of those tops of the apron highlighted. There we go. I'm going to draw a sketch. I'm going to draw my rectangle, and I'm going to draw my rectangle off just like I always do. 1.5, tab, 1.5, enter. Now I need to stick this rectangle or square right into this corner here. So we're going to use constraints. Collinear again. Collinear means same line. That one to that one, and this one to this one. You might have to do your selecting in the opposite way. If it doesn't seem to select that way, you might have to select the end of the apron first and then the square. Finish sketch. We're almost done with this, believe it or not. Extruding that piece. Now here is the one. Instead of direction being one side or symmetric, this is where we use two sides. And I'm going to start dragging up. And I notice it's over here, which is great. So I'm going to go 3/8 of an inch. I'm going to grab the other one, start dragging it down. And that's 22 space 5/8 of an inch. And it's just created my one leg. Great job. You just learned how to do two directions on an extrude. Now, you guessed it, just like we pattern the aprons, we're going to be patterning the legs. So I'm going to go create, pattern, circular pattern again. Object type has to be components. I'm going to pick the leg, or I could pick the leg over here. If I pick the wrong thing, if I accidentally pick something else over here, I can always hit the X and select something else. The axis is going to be this vertical axis right here. And again, it's going to come back to 3, but we want 4. One leg in each corner. Okay? And look at that, leg 2, 3, and 4. So the nice thing about this is the top 4 are the main pieces, and then everything below is the mirrors. So if I want to change one of these top 4, I can change it. And you are completed with the leg. So we're going to turn the top back on, go back to the main level, radio button that, go back to home view. We got our legs done, we got our aprons done, and we got our supports done. And we are almost done with the design of this floating top table. Way to go. Way to learn more in Fusion. Save it up. And up next, we'll be talking about chamfer.